Good evening. I hope all is well in your world and that this week is starting the way that it should. I should say good evening to all of you Westerners, all of you Easterners. It'd be very early morning, but welcome, and I hope that again your week is starting well, your day has gone well, that life is treating you as best as possible. We're going to be hopping into Derptopia, Silentwisperer's patron server, and going to be going through some of the builds that I've been working on recently, and then we'll probably do just some basic building as well. As a reminder, if you haven't already, most of the people that probably follow me have probably caught it with a different streamer, but the Twitch cape is still an available thing. So as well as the Twitch little face mask that you can pick up while stream is happening. So if so, jump into the chat, do your little post thing, and get your cape, get it redeemed while we're streaming here tonight. But I know that I'm not that paramount of a streamer out there to have tons of followers, but if you do drop in, we'll try to remember to remind people. But anyway, we'll be jumping over to the Silent server, playing around, and I'll show off a few things in here, but then we'll be goofing and doing some building and some expansion of some of these areas here. Between some of my creation time and some of the in real life filming and projects I've been on, I've been able to drop in here occasionally, and let me say hello to Mock here. Looks like he's the only one online at the moment other than us. And what I was doing at the moment was getting a bunch of flowering azaleas so that we take those back and use that for some of the decorating that we're going to need to do. So we may get just a little bit more of that real quick before we roll back out there. Whoops, I don't need to grow the tree, I need to grow the moss. There we go. So, since we've last been on here, I've actually been growing more and more of the resort that we had been building. If you've seen it, great. If not, this will be new for you tonight. And it's on the back side of our property area. But I wanted a good number of these azalea plants for doing some of the decorating. And I'll show you, we've got a little mini water park that's been in motion, which I think may be very new to most all viewers. I don't think very many have seen that. I'm not sure if I've featured it on stream yet. If you haven't ever built something like this, this is what when I'm playing on a server, I will usually build. And it's just a small little tree farm area itself. I don't have anything automated, but it allows for growing trees so they don't get up too big. This is for normal trees, not for spruce or jungle, although you could grow them that way. This primarily allows me to get some of the basics of things that I want as I'm doing building projects. So what I do is I've got the azaleas I'll grow here. You'll see here I've got the basics like that. I will grow to get the leaves, to get the moss carpets, all of that kind of stuff going out of here. And then we'll also do cherry growing in here because it makes it easier, much more manageable to harvest. And then obviously mangrove, which is what we'll end up using some if we get far enough tonight in the stream. In the building process, we'll be ended up want to put together a pavilion out there, but we'll see how far along we get. Trying to get the flowering azaleas bushes here. So we're going to use leaves for a lot of the basic bushes around some of the pathways that I've started creating. Then I want to drop in flowering azalea bush from time to time. There we go. There's another. Nice. So I'll finish out this bone meal. Go exploring a little around the pieces I've done since some of the previous streams. By the way, whether you end up joining live or watching later, I would love some feedback from you as to when you would enjoy or when it's easiest for you to be able to be a part live. I'm looking at adding some new times that I will be streaming. So I'd love for you to run some feedback. You can jump over, get into the Discord. You can send me a message through there, pretty easy. put away the extra stuff here. Yeah, that's where I'm keeping bones right now. Put that down along the edge. See, we've got the acacia leaves. Keeping those in here in case we need to get more later. We'll put that away. Still trying to decide if I want to go with well, we used acacia trees for our island trees. Trying to decide if I want to do, and we'll have a server restart here in about 10 minutes, so we'll take a quick break and then we'll be on. If I want to use the mangrove, might be nice, so let's take a stack of that with us. Might even be nice to have a combination, so I'll do that. We can put the, well, we might take the saplings because it might be good to plant a few more around the world over there. We'll see. Let's see, what else did we need? Let's see how our minecart is doing here. It's really good. So what we'll do is we're going to shut this off so it will park. This is just a basic flowering farm. That gave us a few more. That's good. Ooh, there's one out here over the edge floating. So let's double check that we didn't miss any while they... Yeah, we got a couple. There. If you haven't noticed, we're using my base HD RTX pack. So if it's something that you haven't seen before or haven't been a part, you can pick that up on Patreon and be able to play the way I am playing. So I'm trying to remember where we moved seats to. There we go. So that should give us what we need. Should restock my iron. See if we've got some here, if I need to go to the iron farm. We'll stop by the iron farm. We sleep. It's not night. Good. Ooh, it is raining. So hopefully we don't have baddies out here going to mess with us. And I'm using the better RTX standard preset. We do the installer. Let's see here. Yeah, I thought I had, because I've been over here several times. Forgot about that. Back down, we'll do 1, 2. Allow us to, I can pick up this ink sac later. Okay, so that way if I need iron when we're over there, we'll be good. If I need to repair anything, looks like all my stuff's in good shape. Okay. Where's my boat? Because I don't want anything else spawning here. I don't run a ledge out there. So we'll just boat back. So what I did over here is, let's see here, pretty much the best texture pack I've seen. Man, Karma, thank you for joining, as also the kind words. Very kind of you. I'm assuming you've already picked up your cape. If not, click the the button on the Twitch screen and then type in the chat Minecraft so you can get yours. So Karma is one that plays on our server as well, has a cool shop, and usually has some nice work done across the server. At some point, maybe we'll get to see some of their builds and things. But I think since our last stream, I've done a lot. Obviously because life had gotten in the way, so I wasn't streaming very often. But I've run a track around the whole of my area now that has this rail system that actually works, and you can ride it and be able to see the whole deal. So we'll have to do a full tour of that. But here is the resort water park. And TSMC, I used one of his water park tutorials to do the slides, because I enjoy watching him and seeing his builds, and he has some pretty good instructional builds. But then I've been working on expanding this area into a true normal resort type facility, and so I've built these tall island type trees. We've got lighting just like you would in a normal resort. Got an inland water feature area so that you can do some light swimming that's not very deep. We've got the fire pit that you can come and sit down and enjoy the day, the evening, whatever. Obviously the rooms, which you've seen on a previous stream, but we'll go through and I'll show you a little bit. But got all these nice little benches to be able to sit on and enjoy the beach. I've got all of my materials that I've been using to expand and build this area. And you've got your tables for table service. And over here we've also got some covered pavilions. So depending on what you were doing with your family, you could be able to pull up to one of those. There's the waterfall feature, utilizing the dripstone block to really make it look just extra special and more custom. So I did this all the way around this side of the basic beach because this faces the east, and so that makes for a nice morning to get up, and looks really fun. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I've tried to use some examples online. So what I did is I did like some Bahama or resort beach photos. I just kept looking for real life stuff so that I could try to mimic it as we were going. And some of it's been easy to mimic. Some of it has taken a little bit more work, but it's fun. I'm actually in the process right now of developing the armadillo texture, so that will be coming here soon, now that armadillos are in the game. But yeah, so a basic resort room. This one I've started getting together. So we've got, you know, the large bed, recessed lighting here. Nice spruce wood planks with the man, my mind just went blank. The quartz blocks and the smooth sandstone, and then in here we've got a tub with a nice view. We've got shower area, and I've still got some of this lit up because we're in process of finishing it. a toilet area we've got to finish, and the kitchen that I've just started with some design, and then I'll have to do it on every level of the facility. But in process, takes some time. So it's about to restart, so we're going to save and quit for a minute. It'll take about 6 minutes for it to roll over. So for just a moment, my daughter and I, this is a map that I do where she and I can play. My base is a mess of half-finished builds. Oh, that's funny. I know the feeling. I resemble that comment without a doubt. I'm always seem to be that way. So this is a new world that she and I started while I was on a project this past month, and I was gone for 3+ weeks traveling, and so I put together Silent's latest iron farm, and it allows for, if you want to add villagers, and that's what I've been doing. I've been systematically bringing them over. So while we're waiting for the server to reset, I thought I might put a couple more in. What I've been doing is just trying to look for, because I like to use quartz a lot, and then the right glazed blocks. So for subscribers, you'll be able to keep seeing me as I run through here. For non-subscribers, they should be back. I've reset my ad breaks. Okay, so ad break is over. I've reset my ad breaks. I'd love some feedback too, to where they're just 30 seconds multiple times through the hour, just so we don't lose people as frequently. But what she and I did on this map is I had found the seed online, and it has a massive, like 400 block by 400 block mycelium mushroom island. But land is close on all sides, and most biomes are within 1,000 blocks. So it's a really wonderful seed, but what we've been doing is just getting started. You see, she wanted to do a pretty awesome castle build, so we found some castle ideas, and we're just starting to build that over there. But, a new map as of, a few weeks. And so I'm just now getting this iron farm rocking and rolling. And I still followed the design just to keep it too high, to keep things out of it, even though stuff won't spawn here to mess with us. But was getting the trading hall underneath going pretty well. We've got, those of you that follow me know that I always do tons of bamboo, and I use that wood for building chests and boo. Why, Cruel? What is the boo for? So, I got a bunch of this for my villager breeder, bunch of potatoes going, as well as I can trade them for emeralds with one of my villagers downstairs. And then, in order to get all of our books, I did all of this sugar cane so that we would have tons of paper for trading. Is there a lush cave system under the Mushroom Island? There is. I'm not sure how extensive it is, but on this backside over here, there is one. And in fact, if y'all want to use it, here is the official seed. You will have to screenshot it because it is a long one. But there, I'll pause for just a second. You can see it right here. That way, if you need to, you can come back in the stream or just do a quick screenshot. It's a long seed number. But if you enjoy having peaceful building yet still playing on a hard survival mode map, This is the best blend of both worlds, obviously. Just a spooky boo, not a disapproval. Awesome, thanks, James. Pleasure to see you. Apologies, I haven't been around as much. So here I might have the same seed for my family realm. Oh, wow. Okay. So if you do, open to any secrets that you may have found or things that are good to know. So we're going to run back here for just a minute before we go back to the Derptopia. See if I can't get one more villager and get them rolled. I didn't know mobs would spawn in a lush cave. They can, but I don't think they will if it's underneath a mushroom biome. I think the biome goes all the way down, does it not? Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see here. Do I have a guy in here ready? I do not. Nobody's grown up. Bunch of babies. Well, I may not be able to transport one right now. But if you notice, my villagers up there, they are savanna villagers, because there's a savanna off that direction towards the, what would that be, north or southeast? Excuse me. And so I went and boated over a couple of them, and I had them trapped in here. See, I made a little boating system for being able to come up the water and drive them in and get them into where they need to be going. Unfortunately, most everybody cooperated. I had to chase down one of them and boat them back, but not too bad. Yeah, so, and I'm not sure what other trading areas I'll do. Let's see here. Oh, they do. Mobs under the Mushroom Island near 00. Ah! Okay, so if you get down... because we've had a lot of areas here, like we would go down caving and drop down through these caves, and we have yet to see any mobs, which has been pretty awesome. But you kind of get out of habit, because you end up doing that on this island and then go to a normal section of the map and getting totally attacked and messed with. And but this has been a pretty cool biome because of the size of it. It's just so massive. Violet Ninja, oh my goodness. Pleasure to see you. So Violet is also someone who has been on Derptopia with us. Goodness, has it been probably, what, 3 years, I would guess? So another Derptopia friend and fan. But I thought I'd show you how cool this biome looks at night, too. I purposely did the mycelium to make it a little bit more squishy wet, because to me that's what mycelium is. It's just kind of a rough undergrowth. But anyway, sleep. We'll see if we can get... I'll finish on this. Yep, on and off. Exactly, yeah. I was going to see if we could get one more villager on this, and then we'll go back to Derptopia, because the reset should be complete now. Let's see here. We'll give it just a minute or two, but I can't remember how fresh these babies are. As you know, sometimes it takes a few Minecraft days for them to spawn in. But yeah, as I was saying while we were standing over here, there's a ruined portal. If you end up using the seed, The seed actually puts you over towards the northeast, just a few hundred blocks away on the ocean over to this. By the way, Violet and James, if you guys haven't gotten the new Twitch cape, that's still possible even on my stream. If you need it, click the button above the stream for it. Type in the chat Minecraft with a capital M, and you can get the new Twitch cape. But there you can see that was a ruined portal. I've completed it, made it into a portal. See here, yeah, I just checked the screenshot. We used the same seed. Yeah, I'm thinking it was from Minecraft and Chill, if memory serves. See here, I built my base near 00 and learned about mobs spawning in lush caves, even in mushroom biomes. Good to know. I would appreciate the heads up. That would have been my daughter and I, we laugh. She's grown and married, but we still play when we can. And that would have really brought us some joy in that moment. Southeast side of the island is regular caves, so no mobs. Got it. So we'll wait for the ad to finish. Give it just a few seconds here. And welcome back for all of you standard viewers. So yeah, so this ruined portal it's mostly full too. I think it was 3 blocks, and you could probably get away with 2 to finish it. So this is a nice bonus on this map. And if you fill it in and go underneath, there's both a crimson and warped forest very close nearby. Now, we haven't explored it yet, so I don't know what else is nearby down underneath there, but that was kind of a cool bonus. Maybe it's the east side of the island that is safer. Got it. Okay. Good to know. So let's see if we can get one more villager for my daughter's play world. Then we'll go back and work more on the resort on Derptopia. Okay. So some of the things... Hey, Mock. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we're not seeing anybody grow up in that time, so it could be a bit. So I will save my guy here, and I'll jump back on here later or in another stream. Back to Derptopia. Mock is also someone from Derp, and you guys have seen on the stream from time to time in stream chat. So the work that Mock's been doing on the server has been epic. Like just crazy huge farms and developing for the community. Really neat work. Okay, let's sleep real quick. Because this is not a safe world. To offer promotions of you're welcome to DM me. We don't do those types of discussions during chat, but thank you. If you DM me, I'll be happy to check into it. Okay. So, as we were showing before, by the way, this is the new spruce planks for all of you. It will not be in the version on Patreon right now. It's actually on the way, coming soon. once we release version 16. So I've improved that. I've also improved several of the leaf types and things. So you'll see here, that's the new acacia leaves. And just a much more, still matching vanilla, but just gives it a much more thorough look. As I developed the pack, been figuring out things that I wanted to improve and grow over time. So we'll continue to develop each one of these rooms for patrons of the resort. And you'll see I've just started when I have certain types of blocks, getting the bathroom area kind of framed in, but it's not done. And then the kitchen blocks, that's going to take a lot of resources. And then we'll have to work on putting together a video screen, maybe some chairs and things like that in here. But for the resort, I've left all of the sliding glass doors open on the build just because it makes it feel more island based. And then these go all the way up. So each of them are basically identical, but as you get up on these upper levels, and I'm going to go all the way up, you end up with some bonus ones that have these giant patios for entertaining and enjoying the evening or whatever. But you will see here, so you could even be here and overlook the neighboring adjoining water park feature. And we'll do the slides here in just a minute. By the way, those of you that are on the server, feel free to come and ride the slides. The park isn't finished, but the slides are. Let's see here. Joined your Discord, but it won't let me say hi in general chat. So that's interesting. I wonder why a general Discord join is not... thank you for telling me. I will need to research that. Obviously, if someone's coming in as a patron, it usually has... I haven't had anybody gripe, but free members of the Discord should still work, so that's kind of concerning. But I'm not a Discord master, so I will have to look into that. So we'll go up and do this slide here in just a moment. For science. Exactly. I tell you what, doing all this stuff, it's amazing what we have to learn in order to do this for all of our people that are engaged with us and doing things and all that. But it's still fun. I enjoy the tech and the goofiness of it. So what I had planned on doing here, TSMC, as I said earlier, these are his slides. So if you want to recreate these exactly, you can go onto his YouTube channel and learn how to do this. He has 5 or 6 different water park designs, and so rather than recreate it, I just use his tutorial. He had a kind of a little play area out here, so I'm just going to build some little sand castles and various little things, so as if it was for the kids to be able to play in the sand. Built a volleyball sand spot here, and I'll need to get maybe some watcher area, who knows. I'm in the process of working on finishing out the fancy pathways that will connect. And then I thought I would do a large pavilion area here that would also include a rotunda bar, you know, that kind of stuff when you go out on resorts. And then before we get done exploring, I'll take you over to my lighthouse island. That island was there. I did not build the island, I just modified it, and we'll give you a quick tour of that. But the oak wood I've left alone because it still worked just fine. I've improved the dark oak planks texture, the spruce, the mangrove. Each one of them except for the oak was the only ones we changed. But you can see here, this still makes for a nice view and a pretty fun, semi-realistic slide experience. See here, your RTX pack is looking really good. Always look nice, but you've made some good improvements. Thank you so much. I've really tried to learn the craft of it. There we go. And if you push yourself, you can go quicker down the slide and into the pool, obviously. Thank you. Very kind words. And I've tried really hard to get it to be close to vanilla on this base pack. Obviously, those of you using the medieval pack, it's got a lot of adjustments. And then as I've begun developing sci-fi pack, we'll start featuring more of that soon. I'm working on getting life scheduled to where I can stream a lot more frequent. But this one, as you can see, has the bowl slide that then drops down into the regular slide, so it's kind of fun. Now here you have to actually force yourself down into it. But then you can push down and run down. I have to let Doofus and Roomba about the sci-fi pack since that's the theme of our base. Oh, cool! No, that would be amazing. I'm just getting started on that. I haven't done any pre-release or anything for anybody yet. Just starting to, but I've spent a lot of time figuring out the stuff I wanted to run it with, the textures, and I think that's jungle. Yeah, that's the jungle plank. That's the new jungle plank there. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun getting that together, because the toughest thing that there was in creating this base pack was trying to make it look like Minecraft. And when you're working on these other themed packs, you've got a lot more freedoms, you know, because you're just kind of manipulating blocks and looks and things to get them to fit the theme. Whereas here, I've had to work hard to get these color textures to feel like the Minecraft colors, as well as the layout and design on the block. You know, this has the same cut pattern as the Minecraft would, you know, all that kind of stuff. So that's taken some time. But, and then of course I've probably got 40% or more of the mobs to still do. So this one isn't still totally complete, but this drop on this one's amazing, on this slide. So, anyway. Again, TSMC did a really good job in designing this water park build. So let's run over. You know, I've thought too, this might even be a good... I don't know what to do with this area. So since I've got several of you in here tonight, at a resort, what do you think would be... what would be fun to have off the edge here? Maybe an evening activity space, or... I don't know. So we've got the mini, you know, the inland water area. Tiki bar type snack place. Yeah, I'd kind of thought over here with the pavilion, there in that empty spot, adding a bar area. But maybe, like you're saying, maybe that would be better here. Maybe with multiple huts. Maybe that's the way to go. Not quite yet. Here, we'll sit and enjoy the sunset. See here. Run through fountain. Ooh. I like that too. Okay, a run through fountain. So that'll take some thinking on how to do the fountain design so that it actually works. Because that would be kind of cool, huh? So maybe a shallow pool with a couple of different fountain spots that drop down, you think? Huh. Very cool idea. Maybe we could run both of those ideas together, because I can also terraform this. I had to totally terraform that. That took multiple evenings digging all that, because it was all like this. It was normal savanna terrain and hilly and all that, so I had to remove all the trees and all the grass and bring it all down to that level, and then put the grass back and all that fun stuff. But here, I'll show you what I did here. I took a photo of a coastal island. The island itself, like I said, I left alone. This was a kind of a nice find off the edge of the property I was building on. But then I did a double level edge around it to match kind of like over in the English territories, or those coastal things of Scotland, Ireland, you know, that kind of thing. They usually had these really sharp edged edges to them. Not sure on how to do it. I can't recall seeing anything that shoots water up. Yeah, I don't think it shoots. That's what I was curious too. But I do know that we can have it where it goes down. So what I did is, this was a stone island. The whole thing was stone, gravel mix. So I had to terraform the island. And the only way to get up here is either here or one other spot on the other side of the lighthouse. And so I terraformed it. I ran azalea trees all the way around the edge. Dispensers could somewhat work, but tricky and not really aesthetically pleasing. Okay, good to know. So I added all of the grass around the edges. I left this section here where the lighthouse is at stony, because one of the photos I had found had done something similar. And then there was a lot of lush green grass areas that went across. And then they usually had on these islands, the photos I could find, the lighthouse keeper family or whatever would have their own home right there. And then there would be the lighthouse itself. So we'll run through the lighthouse real fast. And for building materials, before we go in, I'll tell you what I used. We've got the polished diorite, terracotta, red terracotta, in order to do the white and the red so it'd stand out. And then at the top there's dark oak, and then I use glowstone, and I believe it was yellow glass. We'll double check when we get up there. But you'll see in my pack I've made diorite look like the game was, but more use in a true modern world. So the block that everybody hates, you should enjoy it when you're inside Kingdoms of Wallace. But did some basic building, left the stairs open. I thought it looked really cool that way, because lighthouses are usually mainly functional, not really lived in. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to just kind of run it that way. Made some little work areas here, so that if they were in the facility. And then this is stone brick for the stairs. By the way, with each of you that have joined, drop me a message or, you know, direct message on Discord, whatever, because I'm working on streaming schedule where I can stream more often. as to when is best for you to view, because you guys are the ones that many times are showing up. But I also left this because it just looks cool to be able to look down, see from the top. Kind of fun. So then added a little bit of a repair section or something like that in case they got into trouble up here. You can pull up his looking glass. And then here's obviously the glowstone and a little platform. Yeah, I did use the yellow glass so that it glows better. There you can see the resort off the edge. Be right back. Cool. And we've got a decent view of the ocean. And then that farm, gigantic farm up in the sky. I'm not even sure who made it. I haven't been up there. Try not to traipse on people's builds. But here's an aerial view of the island. So again, that was all stone, except for just a little bit of grass right there. And you can see it's a small savanna. Very small savanna right there off the edge. So I left the trees that were growing, those 4 trees and that little small savanna, but the rest of this grass and everything I had to place and design. Yeah, tiny, exactly. And so then I added okay, so we've got an ad running, so we'll wait for just a second for those. So I think that several of our viewers are not subscribers. So we'll give it just a second. That'll give me a moment to take a drink real quick. By the way, for those of you that are receiving ads, is the 30 seconds more frequently, is that better? It's not sending you to an ad. Interesting. Very interesting. So, good to know. I try to be careful when I'm giving tours. If I'm just mining or doing stuff, I don't usually pause. I'm still getting the ad notice in chat from Twitch and everything. I wonder, that's interesting. Maybe someone gifted you a subscription. But yeah, so I created this little river spot because it was mainly, this little pattern here was mainly gravel. So as I was digging it out, I was like, you know what? This might be kind of fun to have a, Karma did get an ad. Interesting. So Ninja, you're just a special friend of mine, I guess. Just kidding. But so as I was digging it out, I was like, this could make for a pretty cool feature on the island, you know, like there's a little river. And so I did it to where it has a waterfall on, you'll take that, yeah, on each end. And then I've got little walkways, and we'll walk through it. But I thought it'd be cool because if it was more of a self-sustaining island, the worker happily sit through ads to support you. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. So I've got the house here, the walkways. We've got a wheat farm and a pumpkin and watermelon farm over here, just to make it look more lived in and more normal. So we'll go down. I had a lot of fun with this build. This was a rather enjoyable one. I think partly because I was able to find some real-world examples. Those of you that follow me all the time, I'm a little more of a realist with my builds. Sometimes it's hard to find examples and things that are easy to work with. This wasn't too crazy difficult. It just took a lot of time, a lot of resources. I did these cobblestone little bridges. Then I left the stony edges just like you would see in the photos. And then just did some minor, you know, terraforming work. to give it some levels and some depth. Since we're about to go nighttime, I'll probably go inside here to sleep. Let's see here. Ooh, I'm the only one on the server right now. That's usually rare. But yeah, I did just some basic texturing here, nothing overdone, just to make it feel nice. Nice little rainy sunset there. Looks pretty magical. And that should be the clue to sleep. And then we'll give you a tour of the inside of the house. Does give a good feel. Back helps a lot, but the build is really nice. Love lighthouses in Minecraft. Oh, cool. Thank you. So yeah, so I tried to just come up with a basic, because the photo I saw, and this chicken followed me in one time, so I just left him here. It kind of adds a little character. He doesn't seem to just despawn either, so I'm like, okay, cool. But I just had a photo of a lighthouse shape, a lighthouse home shaped like this. So I just kind of ran with it and then came in and tried to make it feel like it had been on purpose. So I put two different little fire pit spots, one there and then one on the back side. Oh, Karma just joined on the server here. Rune just joined. Good. And so I put together a little seating area here, little backup armor or clothing stand or whatever. We've got our storage, our spot to make drinks and stuff, and the bed like you saw. We've got our clock, our simple kitchen with a view. Over here we've got a rudimentary built-in bathroom. So you've got a shower unit here, basic toilet setup. And then, because I was able to find, it just says music desk. I always hate when it does that. Yeah, I've got other side over here. Just to add some atmosphere to the area. But I know that will compete with the music I have running, so we won't stay too close to that. But if you ever venture out here to this area and want to, in fact, let me do this since it's going to keep playing. Dances in the chat. Love it. I'll pause my other music. We'll just enjoy it. That's actually a pretty cool neon dancer there. That's fun. But if you ever venture over to my lighthouse island, feel free to play the disc and enjoy the setup. So I've kept this a little bit more basic in spots, because when I looked at the photos, there was a lot of just green grass areas. Added some foliage bushes inside this section of the river. Put some sunflowers just to kind of pretty it up. Oh, by the way, in version 16, this is new too. I've done the llamas. Finally. So now you have realistic llamas in the pack. Get him to stay looking. There we go. So that will be a fun enjoyment in the next release. When I tour your base, I need to have your pack installed. It looks so good in it. Well, it should look very similar to standard Minecraft, but thank you for that. So yeah, did a, and I forget, I've seen this somewhere before, or I would give it credit, but it's been years, but I've remembered it. I love this kind of a farmhouse farming build. Use cobblestone wall, and then dark oak fence with lanterns. I just think it looks so good. So when I'm doing this type of a build, it's usually my go-to. It makes it look like this llama's dancing because of the water. That's funny. Roll back around here, and yeah, see, as we saw from the lighthouse, this is actually savanna. You can see the grass blend going from a ocean biome to a savanna, and suddenly we're in a savanna. I just thought that was such a funny deal. You just kind of get this little corner build here. And in time with the music. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, a nice catch. But you see, I still haven't spent all of the time here to get every single one of these to grow up. It took me a while to get that many seeds farming. But yeah, ran through here and just kind of did some of the little basic builds. I did put a few more since that savanna was there. I finished this edge with acacia trees. Savanna looks kind of like some yards that have dry patches, actually. Oh, wow. Interesting point. Very interesting point. Okay, so you finally actually saw an ad. Okay, so at least I know that I did it right. I think I'm going to keep this setting because I had gone to just 2 ads an hour, a minute and a half, but that just felt like an eternity. But anyway, so real quick, like, we'll do a ride on the rail. And if you come to my base, again, it's been months since I've touched the mansion here. I do need to finish the mansion and get it together. But I did finish the tunnel and all of that goes over to the iron farm here. So you can definitely check that out. But if you wanted to ride the rail, because I've still got a lot more to do, depending on how long our season is on Derptopia. I know we've got a while yet, but just depending on what all I can get done, I've got plans for different pieces of it. But you can come through here, grab a minecart, and it'll take you all the way around and return you right back here. So what I need to do, I'm going to skip that so I don't miss I've done that before and missed it, and the cart just takes off. But it's set to where it'll automatically send you, so you can just enjoy the ride. But this took hours and hours, obviously, because I had to go through and do all the detail work and the rail work, but it'll take it around the whole property. So we'll do a quick ride. I've been trying to decide, again, what else I want to do on some of these other areas of the property, and then I remember I need to finish the builds that I'm working on first. So I did do this nice little tunneled area. It takes us through. Try not to turn my head too much so I don't make you sick. Then we get this view on this side of the mansion area. So I don't know what took longer on building this. whether it was the block collections in order to get all of the blocks and all of the items in order to build it, or the actual building. But I'm really enjoying it because it allows... That's funny, I picked up a dirt block. That's crazy. Don't know why that would have been there, but who knows. But it allows to be able to view the whole property this way pretty nicely. In a convenient way. And I don't even remember what it was that I got inspired by it. While I was building it, I was like, I don't know why I got inspired, because this was a crazy amount of work, but I think the payoff is nice. And I'm assuming someone else on the server will sleep here in a minute. But those of you that have been following and watching, you know how blessed this spot was that I ended up choosing to live on, because I ended up with all this different terrain and various types of biomes all together. So that was a pretty cool blessing. This one has both the ocean view, not quite enough high enough render distance to see the Guardian farm out there and that gigantic build, but it does allow for being able to see all of this. Right? Yeah, it was one of those things, and all I was looking for was just a cherry biome, and it's extremely small cherry biome on that hill, and I just thought, oh, we'll just settle on it. And the second thing that I was doing in selecting this is I wanted something that was close to the first boundary that we had when we first started the server, so that I could mine, because I knew that they'd reset it several times, and I wanted to be able to mine past the boundary. They would reset, and then I could mine again. They'd reset, I could mine again. And so that made for actually a pretty cool thing. Sorry about the phantom farm in view of the lighthouse. Didn't think there was anything really when I built it. No, you were there long before me. And I think it's cool. I think it's an awesome thing to be able to see. It's almost like there's this other world in the sky there, you know? So I felt very lucky last season with my area. It also had multiple biomes. Yeah, exactly. But I've had fun this season, even though I haven't got to play as much as I had liked. Just, you know, too many things running. But for those of you that are on at the moment, I had planned on going back and working on more of the resort. Would you enjoy that more, or would... Because I don't know how many things you guys have seen. Or would you want me to show you the giant ocean monument build? Or something else that you saw through here that we should go check out before I start the building? And so if you do come ride the rail, that's how the ride works. And as you can see, it's a pretty decent, generous ride. Let's see here. And then that area over there is a defunct player. Good with whatever, since I haven't been around in so long. It's all new to me. Understood. So since we're right here, in case you come tour the area, you guys are welcome, even though I put on my... I think I should probably take the sign down. I had put, you know, private property on my portal, because we had some jokers there 3 or 4 months ago that were just a little bit goofy. But yeah, this was a cool thing. This is what had drawn me over to this area originally on opening night. And I had found this giant ruined portal that was, as you can tell, underwater. And so I ended up digging it out completely and exposing all of the netherrack and all the pieces. Put in blackstone floor, used iron block around the edge, glass and all this, and I drained it out and the whole works. Let's see here. Get building, you haven't done nearly enough. Oh, that's funny. Honestly, with the things that I like and had planned on doing, that's the way I feel, but I get your serious humor there. Thank you for that. So yeah, so this was and I've left it just as it was. Let's see, what was our server date? 7/15/23, so July. So we're coming in 10 months in here. Right, big Wallace has been slacking. Thank you. I will take that and I will get back to work. So yeah, so I thought it'd be fun to build a underwater deal, even though in RTX it's hard to see through. Oh, that's amazing. In the better RTX, it actually, things that are wherever your hand is actually still shows. That's kind of fun. But I did make some walkthrough areas where you can come out and explore. And I did do some basic terraforming around it so that we end up with underwater features and all of that fun stuff. So we'll wait on the ad break here real quick for their return. About 8 seconds for those of you that are with us. All right, and welcome back. So yeah, so I did do, like I was saying, terraforming of this around, and left most of it normal. Ad's now working. Thank you for filling me in on that. So yeah, but I did love having just kind of a, underwater feature area that just looks a little more cool. So I bone mealed this after adding sand back in and finishing it out around the areas that you can go in and out of. So I've got multiple spots along the walkways where you can walk in and out and be able to go out and see. So like here, there is one again. Let's see here. Is he going to try to do something? No, he's just going to stay here. That's pretty cool. So if it's in water, they will come and attack. Yep. But if it's not, he just kind of... Okay, you just decided to die. Okay, nope, sorry. Yeah, so terraformed all of this just to make it look so much more lovely and more real. For those of you that haven't got one of the latest packs, we now have dolphins in the pack too. So that should make it a little more enjoyable for your viewing pleasure. And was that no, that was a regular tropical fish. I was going to say, we've got puffer fish in there now too. Thanks. Yeah, I've been slowly getting to... I worked on all the blocks in the pack as time permitted. I've been slowly getting to mobs, so getting that worked out. Well, since Violet's in here and has been gone for a while, let's go over to... Actually, I'll show you the progress on the mansion. Go over to the ocean monument, and if time permits, we'll do more. Otherwise, on next stream, we'll do some building and stuff too. I also started I'm going to be rotating streams through a couple of different worlds. I'll continue to do Derptopia. I've got a creative server of my own now, where we'll be doing some just city builds specifically. So I made a flat world, and we'll do it in creative to where we can build fairly rapid and do some pretty massive cities, just to show you what you could do, not just for fun, but also by using the pack, how you can get some very realistic looks and development. But yeah, so this is what caught my attention and started this whole area off. It's this natural cherry biome. I have not touched it. I've not messed with it. I've preserved it. And it's literally what, 15 to 20 trees. But the fact that it opened into this nice build out area, I was just like, oh my goodness, this is perfect. And then it was right there on the 2000 border. So it allowed me to get started on the Wayne Manor. It's one of the video game layouts. Batman, Bruce Wayne, Wayne Manor. So I decided to do that this season. So as you enter, you've got this nice grand hall. And I've put armor stands. It's actually got, I've got now the golden armor in the pack. As you can tell, I haven't done chainmail yet. Got some nice lighting. Candles still do not work in RTX, but they still look pretty cool. Nice grand room here. Looks like I need to eat, and then we'll probably need to sleep. There we go. Oh, someone else already is. Good. Stress about it. So this will be one of the grand, ballrooms on this floor, and we'll have, music discs and things so that when people are here, torches look so good with that wall texture. Thank you. What I've used here, this is the stripped woods. So with the normal texture that I added to it so that it had just kind of that strip, bark removed look, it does make for great walls. So I've really enjoyed that. So we'll run through real quick. Got a nice hallway here. This one will be the music hall. So I plan to build, especially with these giant windows and everything, I plan to build a mock piano and maybe some seating areas and maybe a singing area. I don't know. But that's kind of the idea of how I'll use it. High-end paneling look. Yeah, agreed. Agreed, thank you. This room has the jungle planks with, and I used oak, stripped oak, mostly through the property because it matches well with the sandstone. And then here's this little side entrance that comes in over here. It takes us out to be able to see the cherry biome and head out into this little side walkway. I was working on putting together a little car driveway and things like that that will go around the whole structure. We'll come back down this tunnel or side wing here a little bit later. This is another adjoining space. It's probably going to have seating and things like that. This will be an outside greenhouse. It'll go up a couple stories. That this goes out into the yard, whereas this comes out to a little side patio that comes right off of the kitchen, right there. And as we can see, I'll end up having a driveway that comes in through here and allows for some basic access in the back side of the property. I'll have to finish the edges of these rooms, and the property will extend back over all of that as well. So over here is a guest room that extends all the way across. There's a bathroom that I'll have to finish out, and then has kind of a entertainment room. We'll finish off again. This is right at the 2000. So that's where I had stopped building while we were having resets. Now that the resets were gone, I just haven't come back. I did terraform all of this, as you can see. This was a mountain that dropped beneath me, so I had to terraform it out, fill all of this in order for it to be more realistic. And as you saw at a distance, I built a copper, I bet we can see it. Nope, can't totally see. There we go. Copper retaining wall. So it'd be more realistic. And just a reminder for anybody that has popped in and is lurking or in chat or whatever, if you have not got your Twitch cape, you can during my stream. You need to click the little button above the stream. Also type in the word Minecraft in the chat with the capital M, and you can then, it'll take you through the stuff to be able to unlock the Minecraft anniversary Twitch cape. And if you wanted the Twitch, we'll wait for the ad. And I am liking these 30-second ads because it actually forces me to drink a little bit. Ooh. 5 seconds as we go here. Okay, so I was mentioning the ads spread out like this actually causes me to drink some water, which is probably better healthy while I'm streaming. But as I was mentioning about the capes, there's also the head mask or whatever that you can pick up the Twitch by gifting a is it a gift subscription? My mind just went blank. Yeah, the glitch mask. Or is it something? I think it's maybe just it's like a $4 or $5 deal you purchase during stream, and you can actually get that. So let's see here. Was it challenging building around the border restrictions until it opened? Oh, it definitely was, because I had to figure out exactly the number of blocks that they would click reset. So I gave it about a 5 to 8 block distance, so that way if they killed some of this, it wasn't something that bothered me. But I had to try to plan how far I would go with this. So what it forced me to do, though, was to stay working vertical, which helped. I wasn't just doing the structure. Sub or gift a sub, but not if you receive. Right, there we go. So that's how you get the glitch mask. You either need to sub or you gift a sub. So this room is going to be the dining hall. And as you can see, it'll be a large dining table. We've got the flooring and stuff all in place. This is the back hall access to the kitchen. This is where the kitchen area, prep area, all that, once I get that finished and done. And you'll see on these back halls, we're doing various other stripped woods for the walls. And just like Minecraft does, I've kept a similar texture on it, just matched the colors of the woods. And so I'll still have to put in the finished ceiling and all that kind of stuff later. And then was short one of these glazed terracottas. So I'll need to get it replaced. But I've been using the glazed terracotta patterns that are actually, I matched the Minecraft textures because they're still pretty cool and they still look great. And then these will be some of the other side rooms that branch out to this area. It's maybe, I can't remember in the plans. I'm actually literally using the video game layout and just adapting it to Minecraft. But there'll be multiple rooms and stuff. Love the small mosaic texture. Are you referring to the glazed terracottas? I would assume so. I like the glazed too. Yeah, thank you. I worked to get a normal map that would give it that, you know, various different texturing and things like that too. And I think it just really sells well. The actual colors, I actually sampled the Minecraft blocks, so this matches perfectly with the Minecraft base. So even if you built in vanilla Minecraft textures and then put this on, it would still look very similar to what you were designing. So that's that bottom level. I'll show you the other side when we go through the portal. But here's the grand staircase. And obviously when you go up, you can go left or right. Because I can't remember, was it, no, it's not your shop, Ghost. Or was it? Someone did a deep dark shop, and so I was able to get all of these. It's not the, is it Shrieker? Maybe it's the Shrieker, I can't remember, but it allows you to have this bottom texture that I believe is one of the best ornate ceiling textures in the game. So I was able to buy, see here. Oh, it's the Catalyst. There we go. Thank you. I've done so much. Sometimes it all runs together trying to memorize all these block names. Spud. Hey, welcome. Phil. Oh, my goodness. That has to be one of the funniest things I've done live on stream before. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Just couldn't put up with the fact that I was short one of these. Oh, that is so much fun. A wild spud appears with gifts. Yes, a very important gift. And so we don't blow up anything. Let's get this bed out and not have, because we do still have creepers that can grief on the server. So there, we'll get this thing placed and this will get completed. And you know what's funny? This has been empty for probably 6 months. And tonight on stream. Okay, so let's see what direction do we need to place it. Is it that way? Let's see, where's the, no, there's the edge. So it's this way, I guess. Let's see. Ta-da! Look at that. Look at that. Thank you, Spud. Wow. Huge, huge finish. Oh, the fun directional puzzle. Yeah, exactly. But I love using them when possible. You know, certain colors are kind of like, what were they thinking when they put the pattern on it? But certain ones really, really shine and just look so, so ornate and cool. And then being able to change the pattern based on what you want to do with it is such a neat idea. So let's go back up. We'll start up to the left. So these rooms will be guest rooms. Right now they're very, very in construction. But I'll make them pretty much the same all the way across. But as you can see here, we've got a nice little contrast between the spruce and cherry wood to be able to come out here and look over the grand hall entrance. Then off to this corner, we step out into another I don't know if it will be an ornate meeting room, or I'm not sure yet. Once we get it all finished, I'll decide if it covers this whole area, if it's separated, what kind of windows we have, because the views are so nice. And then here I used calcite. This is another block that I like to use in my building. This here, the thing that takes a while to learn is finding ways to use the various terracotta colors in combination. Yeah, that's a mess. But what a satisfying thing when you get it down. I haven't reached that level yet. I can barely do patterns with one color. Yeah, kind of me too. This was something I stumbled into by accident, for example. Same kind of idea. Was using terracotta and then stripped wood. To me, that's just a cool, fancy wall design. And I don't even remember, I was trying to play with some colors, and when I dropped that in, I just went, wow, that's kind of fun. So same kind of idea, same kind of concept, is just trying to look for ways to improve those combinations. So there's then an access here to this room. So this will be, I'm not sure totally yet, but I started experimenting as we went up levels, because the video game pack actually has design, has some unique colors for some of these rooms and things. So I'm getting close. So that's what kind of helped me inspire. But as you can see, you still get some nice views out here. Got 15 seconds till everybody joins us back again. So I'll let you have this lovely view of the room while we're doing this. All right, welcome back, everyone. I haven't reached that level yet. I can barely do patterns. Oh, okay. Yeah, it just posted that back up again on my screen. So anyway, you're going to see another, I did a lot of glazed terracotta spots in this build. So here, I ran this for kind of an adjoining side room for the swift delivery that helped us all. Nice. This was set, let's see here, gifted a tier 1. Oh, how kind of you. That's fun. This is like in between, because we've got the guest bedroom over there. We then have a guest bedroom here. And this one, we again ran with some colors that matched the way the video game was running and did that. And that's good timing, Ponderous, because I'm going to be doing more frequent streams, so you'll get some good use out of that. And then I put in a bathroom that right now does not function, so please do not come in here and try to go, because there's nowhere to go. But we will get that done. Obviously, we need to. So this is why I've got to quit starting projects on here, because I need to finish the ones I've been working on. So then if you follow the balcony, we'll go up the sides here in a minute, but if you follow the balcony, we've got, you know, the bookshelves. I need to install proper lighting. This is all temporary. We've got enchanted diamond gear here just to make it look more ornate. Continued with the ceiling design here into this room that actually had some leather armor stands, and so we'll probably put some basic seating here, and obviously this is going to be the top room that you can access. And then this other side mirrors as well. We'll have some seated areas just for sitting and pondering life and enjoying views and enjoying whatever it is that you need. Grab a book and read, you know, all that fun stuff. Then we have hall access to a balcony. Don't think is complete yet. No, you can come up here and kill yourself still, so we'll have to finish this section out, but it'll make for a nice view of this side of the map and towards the east. These were horses that I had found because I liked their colors. So how do you get your RTX pack? After seeing a few specifics, I'm so sold. Over on my Patreon. So I've got patrons that do one of two things. They either join at the RTX tier level and they remain so that they can get the different packs when they're released. And then I've got those that will join for a month so they can download the latest version when it's released, and then they join again when they are ready to pick up another version. So each time that I've got whatever the latest versions are, when you join, you can download all of those. And that includes the HD RTX pack, which you're seeing here tonight. It includes the medieval RTX pack. So if you want to have a world that's built just for medieval building, and it has a PDF guide for all the blocks replaced. It will later include the sci-fi RTX pack. And then if you want thicker fogs, I've been playing without the thick fog because I've been using the Better RTX preset. So Better RTX is free. If you're not using it, join that Discord, download it, add it. It'll give you this better sunlight, better fog effects. My packs have unique fogs, so you probably notice the sky color changing and things like that when we go through different biomes. I've done that on purpose. But you made mangrove look like real cherry wood. The bookshelves are chef's kiss. Thank you. The bookshelves are actually a lot of things are either textures I've owned over the years that I then mattified, or I created 3D models and then would screenshot them, or real life photos of actual items and then adopting them into the game. So that's kind of how I've gone about it. So what you're going to see, some of the woods, the planks, and some of the leaves and some of the mobs that you're seeing tonight won't be in version 15, which is on the server right now. Version 16 will have those here soon. But a majority of what you're seeing is there. Those planks, there will still be planks in the pack. It's just going to be the previous version. So it doesn't mean that you're going to have vanilla low resolution planks. It's just I've just recently updated them as I've had time. So I hope that answers the questions and is clear as mud. Just kidding. Let's see here, just in case. I don't know if y'all are like me, but it does thank you. Yes. Creeper explosions, and yes, we're on a server where we can get materials quickly. But when you go through all the trouble of building something and then a creeper blows up part of it, I don't understand what it does to me. And it's probably not that big a deal, but for me, it just gets under my skin. So I'm known on servers as the sleeping king, because I just hate them ruining my worlds. But this cherry wood texture is in version 15. Same like with this calcite. By the way, I would love to feature any screenshots that you take as you're building and things like that when you use the pack. Not everybody likes to show their stuff, so I don't get a ton of screenshots, but when it is there, that would be fun to be able to feature inside our Discord. But this will be a nice large guest bedroom. So this might be for like your very good friends. So it'll be a little bit more ornate and upstairs, a little more private. So tired of creeper holes. Yeah, exactly. And also this room would be for like your special friends because it's going to have a much larger bathroom that flows into a nice seating area that has its own views, private, look. And then it also has access to the hidden deal, and we'll go up that in a minute, to where the nether portal is. So that's what I did, is I put my nether portal inside my mansion. But before we use that, let's see here. There was one more side room here that would be another grand hall. And I don't have any ceiling on it yet, obviously. So you can see I've got a lot of work to do. We'll probably do a lot of this building and stuff on streams, future streams. And I'm looking at doing streams. For me, this is evening where I'm based right now. But I know that a lot of people have expressed, or I shouldn't say a lot, some of my viewers have expressed some morning, for me, streams as well. So I'm probably going to do some combination of that. See, I still got to start watching you more again. Been lacking in inspo, and I'm starting to feel it now for the first time in months. Aw, wow, that means a lot. That's really cool. Glad I could bring some of that to you tonight. I'm the same way. I watch streams as well when I'm on a treadmill or in my workouts, and looking for just to keep that running. I can't tell you how many times I've thought, well, I'm going to stream tonight, and then I just getting the initiative for it. So I'm going to try to discipline myself. And of course, the ad comes in immediately as I'm saying that. So we'll come back to that in just a moment. But by doing 30-second ads, it does move a lot faster, which is nice. About 3 seconds, and we are back. So as I was saying, finding inspiration, what I've found is that if I just discipline myself to just get it done and get to work, usually work inspires work. And so, you know, the more that I just do it, it's like all of a sudden, inspiration comes. So I don't know if that will help you as well. But then as we go up here into the attic area, we'll close this off so you can't see it. But there will be stairs from both sides here that will go up to an upper greenhouse and just kind of a just elegant rooftop facility at the very top of the building. So that's how the mansion's come along so far. And it has set this way for probably 6 months. So we're going to have to put some nice time to it, obviously. So, I did keep the original portions of the village over here, just as homage to the old village stuff. And this reminds me, I'm going to need to do the new dogs here soon. I've got the base dog in the pack, but I'm going to need to do the new colors and the new stuff for all the new biomes. Now that I've seen it, you have to make some progress on it. Thank you. See, that might be the motivation I needed right there. So this has glass because this goes all the way down to my beacon. You can see I've got some beacon effects. So when I'm down in there mining, so I just do that so it still has sky access, and then that way I can still continue. But this will be a large not rotunda, but just a large car park back here once it's finished. Like I said, I wanted to keep these specific style of horses out here. They've got armor on, so that's why they look kind of funny, but I had certain color of horses that I wanted, and so I trapped them early on. And of course, for those of you that don't play on a server, we have limited number of mobs, so wanted to make sure I had within my number limit certain ones that I could have up around my property. So if you come in on this side area, here's another good use of the glazed terracottas within this kind of little fun ballroom section, and then we'll seal it off with a special roof and everything. But this is using the yellow and the brown glazed terracottas, and I think it just looks lovely, just lovely, lovely. Just these patterns really just work nicely and flow well together. But that leads over to, because it's Wayne Manor, needed to have a hidden area to go up to get to the nether portal room. Just cuz. So Rumba and Doofus kept accidentally killing my cats. Oh my goodness. That's always always fun. Friends like that, you don't need enemies, right? Isn't that how the saying goes? So, we'll go through here and we'll go over to the Ocean Monument build. I haven't been over there in a long time, so it'll be kind of fun for me to see as well. But this is my nether portal area. I've got a ice road to the north tunnel here. So if you came from the north tunnel, you could actually ride the ice boat road, put your boat on that and just zip down. And I thought this came out really nice. Played with blue glass, sea lanterns, and then using blackstone. And I thought, and then deep slate bricks. I thought it really ended up with kind of a cool effect. I wanted to get kind of a Tron lighting effect, and so I was very pleased with it. But then that would bring you down into this portal room, which allows me my different accesses. And I've always been a fan of doing the sea lantern towers and then using the dark prismarine and the prismarine bricks. I just always thought that looked cool. With the deep slate combination with some blackstone, both polished and regular. Just think all the colors play nicely. And then this was my original tunnel that goes all the way out. But it's not decorated or anything, but I kept it for easy access to that other side. And then you can't, I just don't think you can have a proper world without some danger crystals. So, what color tunnel are you in? Well, the north tunnel, here, we'll just boat over there because I'm not sure. This is the easiest access. So, we'll just zip over. And is that orange? Is that what, I never memorized the colors. So I can't remember. This is the only thing that's frustrating inside this setup. Didn't have to do that, but appreciate it. Oh, sure. Of better RTX is that the nether fogs just get a little bit overdone. But if that's the biggest complaint, I'm happy. But that's the easiest access. The other one you have to run through all the way. Okay. Ponderous. So it's called the Mangrove Tunnel. Okay. Copy. So yeah, and then that's my portal. Oh wait, I did remove my private sign off of there. Okay, so you guys are good. Never mind. I didn't remember that I did. I had hoped, because I know I had it on there way back because we had some trouble, but we've had great players since. See here, yeah, people with RTX couldn't see anything in my tunnel last season, so I've learned to accommodate. Yeah, you have to light it slightly different. here I've got my nether access. So it's not crazy decorated, but it allows for easy access down to mining and things like that. And then before we had an official piglin trading community area, I actually had made my own with one trader. So I've got that down here below. But we're going to run through here to go out to my ocean monument. So this one I made very ethereal, very it almost feels like the original movie 2001 Space Odyssey inside RTX and in the nether. It just kind of made a very, very fun look. So I ran it all the way down. If you want to recreate it yourself, yeah, you think so too? You can use the quartz block. I'm a big fan of nether tunnels, doing it this way. I love having this stair because when you know, if you're running, it just makes for a really cool eye effect. And then I usually run some sort of lighting through there, but in RTX it's just a really cool effect. Anyway, so that takes you to my ocean monument. You are welcome to come and explore. If you're a server mate, just be careful when you step out because you'll go right out off the glass. But here is what I've done thus far. I've had some ideas of going taller and bigger, but I'm happy with it as is if I don't get to do any more to it. And we'll wait for the add people to rejoin before we drop off this platform. And everybody's back. So before I drop off of here, I'll give you kind of just a little bit of a round look at the area. But I do have an actual farm section below, and I'm not sure if I'll do any more building here, but you can see here, just under the water there was 2 ocean ruins and a nether portal ruined underneath the ocean. So I built some tunnels and some things, and then I did a build around this, and then I did a build that, you know, runs up above. So we'll drop down and I'll give you a quick tour. I did leave the ocean monument normal, and I wasn't sure if we eventually want to do something with it, but nice monument, thank you. And I still don't know if I want to do something in here. I tried to keep everything as much as a normal monument. There was a few blocks that got removed, and I may not have returned them, but I wanted to have it empty so you could walk around in it and utilize the monument itself in its native form, you know. But I'm not sure what else I would do as far as building inside of it. I know that there's probably some cool ideas. But I did that, went down underneath and put black concrete completely underneath the whole build. And then I had to add towers, tower supports to match all the way across. And then we dug out all the way. This was a decent amount. On one of the edges was stone wall that went up, so I had to dig it out as well. And then we'll go out into the tunnels around it too. But on each of the 4 exit points, it has an exit point like this, so you can literally walk out into the build around it. So I gutted this out and then put in magma blocks and lava underneath glass with the copper bridges flanked by iron that would then lead to where you can go out into the actual ocean. And so that's how I built the whole thing all the way around. This was a few minutes of time that spent in here. Some evenings where I needed to detox from real life. A lot of them were spent in here. Draining this out was a joy. That took a ton of time. I had a few server mates that came through and helped at times. But very, very happy with the final look and feel. If you're trying to recreate it, I used basalt. And then, like I said, glass over the top of magma cubes and lava. So there you can see all of the stone and stuff. That was the level of it when it came in. So I also had to dig it out. But it makes for a cool back wall effect too. And then I've got multiple slime spawn points in here. So whenever I need slime, I can literally just walk around the circle and harvest them to my heart's content. I can only imagine how many hours this has taken. The next time you need help digging, I'm more than happy to help too. Oh, cool. Well, likewise. By the way, with that being said, you guys on the server, I think we all know what it's like to be wanting to do stuff, but sometimes you just feel overwhelmed or you need a little different pattern. I'm the same way. Never hesitate to say, hey, can you come help on this? And I could even add it to one of the stream times, so it's double purpose. And especially, I'd love to feature builds and things too. So same thing. I'm happy to help. I enjoy that. Minecraft to me was a escape from reality, and then it just turned into something even more. And it's been a blessing to be a part of people's lives too. So before we go through those tunnels over to those underwater ruins, I'll show you the outside circle here. So this took a lot of time too, and trying to get resources, even with server mates having stores, because I had to acquire the number of blocks, which meant getting enough materials as well as enough currency, enough diamonds. So I spent a lot of mining time getting diamonds to be able to purchase a lot of these materials from others. But really pleased with how this turned out. I saw something similar online, but I ended up making my own design. But I did get inspiration from another build. It didn't have a credit. It was just a cool build listing. But if you wanted to recreate it in your world, let's see, that's how Minecraft has been for you too, communities. But yeah, exactly. We've had an amazing community, very, very blessed. As you can see here, I haven't spent enough time up here for all of this to start to patina, but the goal was for this to not be the orange copper or the bronze looking copper, but more of the green patinaed. So over time, this will eventually hit that same green to match here. So I was purposely going with a green, purple, black look here. That was the color palette. So that's using lime glass, and I'm being careful so I don't drop to the bottom here. With sea lanterns behind it, and because it's an ocean monument, getting the sea lanterns wasn't crazy terrible. Same with the dark prismarine. I just had to buy a lot of either dark prismarine from other people because I got tired of trying to wait on the farm, or getting a lot of ink in order to do that. But as you can see, the number of obsidian was absurd, without a doubt. But when finished, it's very pleasing. So I did have some ideas because we're not going very high in the sky because we're starting at ocean level, that we could do some other builds above this. But because it's in such a decently finished state, I'm thinking I should finish the other. I should probably finish the other builds first before starting another new one at this point. Notoriously on seasons, I have ended up leaving areas undone and then regretting it. So I'm trying to do better. Let's see here. So many tears crying obsidian. Exactly. Yes, yes, yes. But I think it just ends up looking so lovely. So we'll drop back under the ocean. Jump back into the tunnels so you can see what I ended up doing here. So this is using light blue terracotta to kind of play off of the prismarine and the underwater ocean feel. So I built these tunnels because as I was out boating one afternoon, just trying to look at the facility as I was building it, I wanted to look and see how it was doing. And I looked down and there was underwater ocean ruin, and I went, oh, that's cool. And then there was a ruined portal. Oh, that's cool. There's another underwater ocean ruin. So I was like, we're going to utilize that. Let's see here. Sometimes jumping around a few projects, and we're in ad break. So I'll say that when we come back. And 12 seconds. Drink of water. And welcome back. So I saved your comment till we all return. Sometimes jumping around a few projects can help with motivation. Yeah, that's why I usually have several, but I usually ended up with too many so they don't get done. It's when you get too many projects going. Yeah, there it is. You just said it exactly as I did in my case. Yep, same way. So I ran that same pattern all the way over to the ocean ruins. And then because the ocean ruins are made, I've left them all alone, just the way that they spawned. Oh, look at that. We're getting a pillager raid down here. I didn't know that could happen under the water, too. Interesting. But because they're made out of the sandstone, I went ahead and did smooth sandstone and polished granite to play off of it, and I think it's turned out pretty nice. And then I used lightning rods as posts for the lanterns, and then just went around the whole thing to give it a walking space and basically make it into a true monument museum piece, you know? So I even left the terracottas, the magma blocks, the whole works. I think I may have just added, though, a couple of sea lanterns, not too many, just a couple, just so that it kept enough light in here to try to prevent spawns. Like that you didn't tear them down and incorporated them. Yeah, I thought it was kind of a... That was the idea, was like it was a cool museum find, and so I was building a museum section for it. I'm pretty sure... Let's see if those guys are still over here. You guys saw them too, didn't you? I must have walked just enough to despawn them. But yeah, so I even left the chests. I just thought it was so cool. And so what I did here for the roof, this was the roof design. Because I kept trying to figure out a way that would work best. I ran glass, and then I did copper, and alternated in order to get that look. Yeah, those reflections, it does mess with you, doesn't it? And it depends on the angle of light and everything. Okay. That got me. That's so funny. It can't even hurt me, but it still makes me jump every time. Oh, that's funny. So, as you can see in here, though, it makes for just a neat color-toned separation. I don't know if you guys are like me. Even when my character can't be hurt, I still jump. It still messes with me. Mojang still wins. So then if we go over here, this direction, you'll see I then stop the tunnel so that you can actually go out to the underwater ruined portal area and do it as if it had really been there, so it really separates it. And I didn't touch it, didn't mess with it, just kept it right where it was. And then you can re-enter the tunnel over here that goes to the other ocean ruin. And same thing, except there was a geode right with this one too. So I went ahead and wrapped around it and made it functional. So you can actually come in here and mine out geodes if you chose. Mine out geodes. I think I've lost my mind, haven't I? Mine out amethyst. Anyway, makes for a very fun bonus. And I've had some ideas for if I wanted to add decoration to these, but as is, it makes kind of a nice museum look and feel to it. Amethyst is so pretty. Yeah, I love that they added that. To me, it's just a really cool effect that really improved the game, especially for those that are builders and things. It's just a whole added array of look and feel. So that's this build. I had forgotten a lot of this too. It's been a while since I'd been out here. If you do come out here, just remember to have wings on, because if you step over the edge, you're going down. No two ways about it. But this was an idea I had, that lava pattern and everything, to just kind of give it a otherworldly feel. And I feel like it came out pretty nice. It was similar to what I had in mind. It was not exact, but to me it still worked. This infan being there. I'm not sure. Honestly, it's possible. I'm just not sure who all has been able to come tour this. And then to hide the spawning spot towers, I added brick. And then he's the ultimate tester if a build is deadly. Oh, wow. Okay. Meaning you've had builds destroyed because of it? So this is the Silentwisperer simple farm. He dies a lot. Oh, yes, without a doubt. Okay, I'm tracking with you now. That makes a lot of sense. But one of the things that was crazy is I'd done this with just 4 spawning spots so that it doesn't cause server lag, but only 2 of them now work. And this was, 10 months ago, 9 months ago when I built the farm. Not when I did the building, but the farm itself. So I don't know if there was a mechanic that changed in the game, but 2 of the spots don't spawn anything now. So I wasn't sure if maybe there was a layout that Mojang changed, but I haven't needed much out of it, so it's not a huge issue. But since we're hitting sunset, I thought this might just be a lovely screenshot for a moment while we watch the sky do its thing. All right. Walk just made it back in. All right, so let's head back. So you're gonna be on a beach and diving for my birthday. And oh wow, very cool. Where at? Orange Beach, Alabama. Wow, that's probably going to be nice weather as well. That's exciting. How fun is that? So are you like an accomplished diver? Is that something that you've done a lot, or is this a first time, or how does that play into it? Can't wait. It's been years since I've been okay, there's the answer. Instead of the touristy dives, I'm taking advanced. Oh, wow. Hardcore. That's pretty fun. Okay, so let's do like that. Grab a series of these and maybe well, I may have to wait on that. So I've got a little bit of time left here before I need to wrap up tonight. Thought we might do some walkway updates. So what I'm thinking is to run, because many times at resorts you're going to have these nice little secluded walkway designs. See here, not very experienced, but have done some. Too excited for it. Anytime beaches, oceans come up, I can't help but overshare. Hey, no, that's some of the funnest things that you can do in life. It's getting to go on trips like that, and those experiences, yeah, definitely worth talking about. So you're on the fountain attraction. What about waterless bubble columns? Pond with different bubble columns of varying heights. Interesting. So I haven't worked with those yet. So that would be a new thing for me. See here, Japan next year for the first time, by the way. Wow. Okay, now that's incredible. That's like a bucket list for most people. If I'm going to keep that tree, I bet I can. Let's see, waterless bubble columns are great. A little finicky, but not very difficult. So is Japan something that you've always wanted to do? Just bonus in life? Or how does that fit into the world? And the bubble visual still, yeah, I've seen other people do it. I just haven't messed with it. Any powdered snow? Okay, so how does that fit into it? This is showing my mechanic noob skills without a doubt at that point. See how many of these there are. Wonder how many steps I should go to add the lights for inside the walkway here. My grandmother's from Japan, so I've always wanted to go. Oh, how fun is that? One of the last in the family to get to. Oh, cool. The fact that you have heritage too, that just really makes it special. So let's do like that. Create the normal bubble column. Place powdered snow in the water. Deletes the water and keeps the bubbles. Wow. Okay. So if I do that, let me think this out. So if we're talking, but those will go. No, they would. You could do that down as well, huh? Interesting. I'm gonna have to put some thought to that. Usually have to build up in a side column to be able to place powdered snow. Yeah, this is totally new. I may have to go on to a creative world and practice. That's a whole new concept for me. Very cool indeed. So what I'm doing here is I'm just creating some pathway lights. Just to give it that kind of a resort effect. See here, use chains or scaffolding, then tear it down after you delete the water. That is brilliant. Mock, thank you so much for that info. Not sure if that will continue. that's starting to look kind of more like what I had envisioned in my mind here. Finish it off. Oh, that looks nice. This one will run. So Violet, what will you guys be doing in Japan? Just, is it mainly family history, or what will you be able to accomplish while there? Yeah, see that lighting on that polished granite looks awesome. To see this as it was going dark. Yep, that's doing the effect I had hoped. Just gonna have to get out of here so I don't blow up anything. As you can see here, using that with the glass lights up those trees nicely too. It's perfect timing. So I'm not sure, because that's gonna be the design for the ornate paths, or the resort luxury paths. Wonder on the water park paths if I should do something different or similar. Let's see here. Gonna visit some of the main temples, touristy stuff, go to an onsen bathhouse. Man, that's amazing. I gotta get to at least one Hello Kitty store. My sister would be so envious. She's got so much Hello Kitty stuff. I can remember being on vacation in the early 80s as a teenager, and my sister, the whole trip, there could be any number of things it was possible to buy or get. It was always Hello Kitty, everything possible. So I'm not sure if totally on those edges just yet. So I think what I'll do, because I do know I want some along some of these edges. So let's see how that, maybe we do we want, no, I've got that backwards. Let's see here, no, that's fortune. Good, that's silk. See here, if I do like that and leave the corner empty. Oh, he agrees. Did you hear that? I think that ends up looking pretty nice. I don't think I need these lights over here, so maybe we take that. Let's see what would be best here to kind of separate this some, because you would always have just a little separation and then maybe a little break in it. More. Definitely want that look. Again, the difference that makes is huge. Let's start with 3 out. Let's see. Yeah, the more realism that brings is huge. Should I go to a 4th? Or should I just do maybe the fancy on the edges? That might work. Looks more high-end manicured now, doesn't it? That does make a big difference. What about some of the big pots? Oh, wow. Okay. The only trouble, the big pots definitely we can use. The trouble is RTX pots are broken, so they kind of fight with Z, but as long as you don't look at them at the wrong angle, that's good thinking. So let's see, if we did that, how could we accentuate this with them? Those might be actually cool along the walls, huh? He keeps agreeing with whatever I say. He's useless. I don't know if you can hear him. Let's see here. So then, can you put the azaleas in a pot? You can. Such a yes man, LOL. So maybe we have full-grown ones along the outside walkway, and maybe do a huge pot and then a stand with a pot and small ones up here, maybe? What do you think of that? To add to the walkway decoration. The non-flowering ones in the pot would be cool. Okay. I've got a bunch of those. So I'm going to finish these while I'm here so I don't get away from it. And then I'm still not sure. I'll leave it alone. I'm not sure if I'm going to remove some of this sand so that we have more grass close to this. I don't know. Ah, it won't let me grow on that at all. So that's going to have to be grass. Okay. So do like that. And I've got grass in a container over there. Because this was a savanna, I really love the idea that these armadillos spawn here naturally too. It's just made it fun. Yeah, I'm going to close this off because we then have opening that we can have right here. Let's see here. Makes it a little more private off their balcony. Wow. It's amazing how those little details can totally change it. Feels like on the in-betweens, I need to do something. So let me see how many blocks is that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that'll give us a nice spread across. Oh, and I'm going to have to do that one. Let's see here. I had an armadillo in real life in my driveway yesterday morning. Oh, that is so cool. I haven't seen a live one in a while. When I lived in Texas, I'd see them every now and then on the roads or if we were out in fields, but that is awesome. Helps direct the eye nicely. Agreed. Mojang wanted to make them, should have allowed them to delete grass blocks. Ooh, good point. See them on the roads and camping a lot, but not as close as that. Yeah, they're such cool creatures. Without a doubt. Do the same thing here. Let's see, how much do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Creates balance. Well, did you get enough scoots to make wolf armor? Oh, wow. I've totally forgot that you could do that. I need to do that for my dogs. And if you guys ever need to, obviously, I have plenty of them growing or spawning over here, so feel free to come and grab some if you needed it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Very nice. This is working out. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so that's going to be a little odd. We'll have to just do a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But it'll still work. I had just enough. Oh, I'm too short because I've got to put 2 grass blocks in for those down there. But visually, even from the side, that makes a world of difference. Because we're over here, we get the turtles that spawn too, which just adds to the ambiance. so let's grab those 2 grass blocks at least. There. Do a few more of those. Go. Looking good. Thank you. Baby turtle. Do this one either. So I need to bring more grass block to fill in that one. What I could do is just steal one. Do that for now. So I need 1. 3 more of those. These guys are coming in to claim a spot. 3 more flowering. So we were thinking about full pots, regular pots, and non-flowering azaleas for decoration. What do you think I should put the pots on top of? Should it be... So I've used dark oak for these type things. Should I tie into that again? Or should I do like I did at the Ocean Monument and use lightning rods, set them on? That might kind of offset it a little bit, huh? Then they would all be the same, similar color. I'm open to ideas. Got to fly to get inventory anyway. Making pizza rolls. Ooh, that sounds good. See here, any glazed terracotta textures that look good in RTX? All of them do, actually. I totally didn't lose track of time and forget to eat. Yeah, I've been enjoying this stream. I'm normally doing an evening yogurt at this point. This has been rather enjoyable evening. I'm thankful that you guys have been hanging out. So what did we need? Okay, so we need, first of all, we could also use some of those flowers to offset too. Like you said, these might look pretty awesome. Let's see here. I love yogurt with fruit and granola as a dessert or late night snack. Yeah. I found we have a Sam's Club here, and I've got a membership there. And the Chobani Greek yogurt, they have mix-ins with them. That's been a nice, easy thing that I can do from time to time. So I'm wondering if I shouldn't put some of these around just because they're very island feeling too. might try it, so I'll just take a stack with me. The pitcher plant is great. Agreed. See, those would look good in areas that you want to feel more lush. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. We may have to wait on some of this till we finish building out so we don't have to replant. Okay. So let's see what I have in the way of... So I have tons of shirts because I haven't built any pots. But I don't know if we want to do design ones. I think I'll save that for the mansion. I do have some flower pots here. We can obviously make more. Bring some more brick to make more. I'll put some thoughts. You've got me on the fly, guys. Let's see here. Let's just go ahead and make 16 of these so they're ready. So next to a pot, I'm trying to think of stuff. So we could do blackstone wall, or a polished blackstone wall with a pot top of it, which would be a nice complement. See here, plain pots in a line with azalea at different entrances, then spread individual pots around to echo the design. So are you talking about using the large pot and then put a small pot on top of it with an azalea, or large pot on the floor with a regular pot on either side of it with a azalea in it? What are you seeing? So I'm trying to decide if I need to bring stuff to put for the pots to sit on, for the small pots, the traditional ones. Large pot, small pot on top of azalea, if that works. Okay, so let's try it right here. Let's just see. Go in here to my grass area. Let's give it a try. So if we do that, so here's the only thing with RTX. Mojang broke it and has refused to do anything with it. Still looks pretty cool, but it just doesn't function properly. Let's see here. That'll be 2 block high. So do we kneel to do that? Yeah. Okay. Good. Oh, Mock, that is awesome. Very hotel feeling. Done. Let's get it. Let's get it happening. Okay. other that we needed to do? I needed a few more of the flowering ones, but we can deal with that later. Okay. Resort hotel vibe, without a doubt. Okay. Let's do like that. So that'll be last. Let's see, where do I want to break it up? We probably just need one. Would we like it under the light? Probably so, right? Or maybe it's going to look better offset. Probably spread it out. Let's try it here. I did it again. Neil. Go. Yeah, because then you can come up. Could be offset, just repeat the pattern. Yeah, agreed. What about in front of the columns? Oh, over on the opposite side? Could do that too. I think I'd like having something on the inside here to give some more pattern and depth in front of the doors. Kind of signifies a residence. Oh yeah, I like the look of that a lot. It looks nice to have it by the rooms. Makes it feel more upscale. Agreed. Especially when you've got tourists like this that are just like ornate house guests. Wow, look at that. Such a great idea. Love it, guys. It's amazing how good that looks. Even with the goofy RTX junk that's broken. So that would be on the door sides. On the outer edges, so since I only have so many, well, no, we'll make this floor the pattern. I was gonna say I was gonna go up to the other doors, but make this floor pattern base. Could even mirror it and just every time there's a lamp, just offset it one. very exclusive resort with bespoke lighted RTX. Yeah, it was on purpose. You get me. Oh, that's funny. I think that'll work because it follows the pattern this way. And we'll just go ahead and do it there too. Yeah, that does complete it, make it feel like it's supposed to be that way. And then we could do on the ends. Like so. And that's the only one that has that anyway. Wow, it's amazing what that brings, those color tones and everything. That is huge. Coming to life nicely. Agreed. Have one of each left over after finishing the bottom. And look at the life and depth that brings. It always takes so many hours to get the basics in place, but once you do and you start getting to do this decorating phase, it just is so much fun. I just want to see it one pass of it here. Brings in the greenery to contrast with the white too. Agreed. See how nice that looks down that. Now you don't mind spending the nightly rate. It is funny how we do that, isn't it? How it makes us feel has a big part of our experience. A dock for yachts would be cool. That, you know, you're right exactly where I was headed in the long term. So I wanted to do off, not this direction, but I'll show you. We'll go upstairs. Well, I should go ahead and at least put the azalea in this. So that's the last pots I have on me. I need to make some more. So we'll go up top where you can see better. So I had thought either out this edge here because it does go out into the sea, or even, you know, off that side because it's on the inner side of the island. And then possibly even out this direction because we haven't done much with it. But I was going to put like some little stilt based overwater home beach houses type thing that would then also have spots for boats to come up. But if we did full on yachts, those could go out here without a doubt. They could dock in, and Mock gets his own berth. Oh, of course. Totally cool with that. In fact, with that idea, we could open it up to where certain sections here could be, each of you had an idea of something to build and add to the edge out there, and this would be your place to hang out. Quote, obviously. There's creepers. I don't like. I was enjoying the night light. If I have to, I'll fly away and come back around. A yacht build off. Love it. Love it. If you guys are into that, I don't want to take you away from your projects, but I'd love to be able to have docks named after some of the server mates, and you know, give a quote plot, a little spot there to be able to build something. I think that'd be really cool. Okay, I forgot that I still had some brick on me. So how many will that give me? Let's see if I can get 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 9 of those. Perfect. Don't use that because... So an interesting thing with items, they don't have a uniform programming for items. And you notice how some items are gigantic when using an HD pack and some aren't. And so I think what has happened, I've noticed that with certain block designs, with certain coding, I think they've used so many different programmers over the years and never settled on a uniform flow. So we've got a hodgepodge of things in there. Let's see here. Doofus is good at vehicles. I might pass that idea along, see if he wants to participate. Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun. And if you notice, my personal trader, he keeps agreeing with all of what you guys are saying. So I think it's a definite. Yeah, get Doofus over to build some supercars out front. So what I wanted to do with potential supercars is going to be at the mansion for sure. Don't really have a place on the island because this is a access point. But I will definitely remember that for some of those spots. I'm always one, I hesitate to ask because I know the majority of our people are doing such cool things on their own stuff. I hate to take them away from their builds. So I forget a lot of times that most of us, just like myself, I enjoy it regardless if it's at my place or someone else's. It's just fun to get stuff built and looking cool. It's amazing how good those look. I'm so glad that you were on stream. That is just like massively good idea. So let's see here. If we add, I'd actually like to have 2 out there and then 2 on the sides. So let's see here. So if we did here, should help break it up. If we did there and one more there. Let's see here. As long as the scale is relatively small, at least. Agreed, and some might enjoy the break from their builds. Something that has not Jason. I wondered what that was saying too. That's funny. Look what that does to this layout. Totally classes it up. Need to build a lot more. The pizza rolls. I love that. Blame the pizza rolls. That's genius. It's amazing how that starts just coming together. So the idea for this build literally was just a photo that I saw of a, I think it was Miami beachfront property. And then I got inspiration for the fanciness from some of the places that I've been blessed to go over my lifetime. So cool. By the way, if you're trying to mimic this design or whatever in your build, I use the light gray glass. I just think it just feels just right. It's got still enough see-through, but it has just enough tint to offset the look. Same in here. So it's the light gray glass, and as you can see, it just gives you just a little bit of color texture to add to it. Okay. Do I have anything else on me that I can use while we're here? Stuff needs to go away. So nice. Agreed. Agreed. So I'm going to have to make a nice, so your glass looks good. Some ostentatious. Might look good. Some signs as far as like around the property. Is that what you're thinking? Directional signs and things like that, or used as surrounding or fake walls, or what do you see? These trees obviously are going to have to come down. They were just there beforehand. I think this will be our big pavilion for meetings and dinners and things like that. I think this is the space for that. I think that'll work good. So the next time I'm over, I'll need to do a whole bunch of pots. Now I have in my iron trading hall, I did all stonemason, so that's why I can do tons of this pottery. That'll be easy. Then I'm going to need to do all the bathroom builds, the kitchens, bedroom. I've got a lot to do to finish these things out. Yes, tie sheet, chi workshop, luncheon veranda, etc. Agreed. Yes. You're thinking the same way I am, is just trying to find things that turn this into more of a reality. To me, it's those little details like that that suddenly take us to where it doesn't, even though it's Minecraft and we know it is, it really helps us feel like we're in that world. So need to swim at the dolphins experience. Camel camping. Interesting. Very interesting thought. See, I love this effect. When RTX allowed us to do cool lighting like that, it just totally made my world. I'm loving the atmosphere this is creating, though. Lots of pathways with tons of plants. Yeah, agreed. Okay, creeper. I need to sleep before one gets close to me. Oh, he's walking right there. Ah, not cool. Okay, go across the water, just in case. Let's see here. It seriously reminds me of a resort in Hawaii I was lucky enough to go to. Oh, that's cool. Fires on the beach. Maybe. Yeah, and I'm open to ideas on that. I did a fire pit over here. But as far as others... By the way, I don't know if you guys occasionally have been hearing the different animal sounds and things like that. If it's something that you've liked, I will show you what that pack is. Environment Sounds Pack 2.6 by Fuse Bolt. He does some amazing packs. So if it's something that you've enjoyed as we've gone through, like just a minute ago, we heard the owls, we heard the extra water when the waterfall was going. That's how I'm getting that. Wool in the sand for towels around the fire or a log. Nice. Okay. Good thinking there. So I'll walk around a little bit and see if we can hear some of those sounds. So when we get over here, you can hear the water flow sound. So his is just very subtle. Pretty cool. I'll walk back over here and see if we can hear what this one was again. Depending on the biome, he has it to where it changes and updates. It's so infrequent. But no, it's not going to do it, huh? Okay, so I came over here by the turtles while the ad was going. So now you can hear the turtles here making those seagull sounds. Bye, Karma. Have a great night. So anyway, very nice, just subtle effects that add to your ambiance of your worlds. When you're underground, you get some nice little cave sounds and things that are simple. But server's about to hit reset. So I think that will probably do it for me tonight. 3 hour and 15-minute stream, so not too bad. The ad was showing a beach with a plane ad flying offshore. Could be a fun addition for here or the amusement park. Wow. Interesting thought, huh? Have a aircraft, and since it's a small, it could be a private jet, and maybe have a little landing strip somewhere, or not a private jet, but a small prop plane, kind of like the islands do. I was thinking if you did do the yacht off, I'd do a seaplane. Okay, perfect. See? Helicopter for flight tour. Man, you guys are like full of ideas. Love it. Water landing seaplanes, exactly. So you can see over here to have some, docking points would be good. And you probably even noticed I purposely did my railways tall enough for smaller boats to come in and out down those waterways. So it would make logical sense too, not just forcing it to happen. Love it. I think we'll have to host that. Let's see if maybe we, like you said, I like the idea of calling it a yacht off. It's just crazy enough to work, right? Thanks for the great tour. Oh yeah, no, this is fun. When you guys are ready with your areas and you want to yacht on, build off. Oh man, you guys are awesome. When any of you, I don't care what progress is in, it doesn't have to be like done or finished or any of that, but when you're at a point where you want to give a tour, let me know and we'll schedule it. I can put you in Discord chat so that people can hear you explain and talk about your areas too. It's been fun. Thanks for streaming. Yes, you're welcome. What is there certain nights of the week? Because each of you, almost everybody, I think everybody that's been in chat tonight, I know that we've had more numbers on stream, but those that have been in chat have been from the server. Is there days or nights that are better for streams for y'all? As I'm making a little bit more of a frequency plan. So see over here, if it was small enough boats, there could be some, maybe this is where we set up the paddle boat and the experience things for guests to be able to sign up and go out on. Fridays or weekends are more predictable. Okay. But with this massive ocean, we could really do some nice, decent builds that would play into this. There I may have to look. This would probably be my build because it probably wouldn't be fair to someone else. But maybe, pretty open with when I can watch. Gotcha. Maybe I do one of those Carnival Cruise Line type ships out here, just out of ways because they never dock all the way up except in rare ports. And then that could be, this could be one of their stops along the way or something. I don't know. I know that's a tall order, but it would look pretty cool, wouldn't it? You guys have definitely given me some great ideas tonight, and I really appreciate your input and just the fun chats. This has been good. Appreciate each one of you. One more look as the sunset kicks in. Cruise ship would be cool. Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, I wish you all a fabulous evening. We'll do this again soon. Signing off before the server goes nuts on us. Talk to each of you soon. Have a good night.